everyone. Welcome to the Pip and Pin Podcast. My name is Megan Nodecker, and I'm a knitwear designer from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. You can find me on Instagram as Pip and Pin, on Ravelry as Knit Pip and Pin, and in our Ravelry group, Pip and Pin. Today is April 3rd, which is also my birthday, and it is episode 53. A couple things before we really get into this episode. There might be some noise. There is construction going on upstairs. It was really loud this morning, and it's since tapered off, but I'm not holding my breath that it's completely stopped. There's also some fire alarm testing in our building today. So there's that. I don't know if I'll be able to edit around that too much. And then there's also a kid eating goldfish right beside me. So it's just how life is now. Yeah, and I was going to potentially just not podcast today, but then if I didn't do it today, I mean, it's Friday, and I wouldn't do it on the weekend, so it wouldn't be until next week, and there's just lots of things that I want to talk to you about, so we're just gonna roll with it. It is my birthday today, so happy birthday to me. Thank you to everyone on Instagram and Facebook who sent me messages and well wishes. It made me really happy today. And I think I needed that. And we're also holding a sale for all of our knitting patterns. So all of our patterns on Ravelry are 32% off until April 5th. So that's until Sunday. And you use the code STAYKBDAY. I'll put that in the description box below in case you want to learn how to spell it. Yeah, so that's any Pip and Pin pattern that you'd like, just to help me celebrate my birthday. And we don't have any big plans, of course, but we are going to, what are we going to do? We're going to watch the new Pixar movie on Disney Plus, and George and I are going to bake a cake, and we're going to order something from Skip the Dishes. So that seems like a perfect birthday to me. We're not like big, crazy birthday party people anyways, so staying home isn't really a big deal to my style of birthday parties. Seems pretty well on par either way. Yeah, so just head on over to Ravelry, check out our patterns, and use the code to get your discount. We have a knit along that's ended. The Fix It or Forget It knit along ended on March 31st, and I did pick a winner for that. And it was post number 4, who's Vicky Shaw. So she is local to me, which is kind of awesome. She was right a couple towns down in Burnaby. So Vicky, congratulations to you, and thank you to everyone who entered. I'll be getting in touch with you, and I will be sending you your prize, which is, I'll show you what it is here. Oh, I kind of unraveled it already. Sorry. This skein of the Midnight Cravings yarn, this is their Sweet Sock base in the Afternoon Tea colorway, which is a lovely kind of light coppery color, as well as a hard copy of our newest pattern, Bear Mountain. I think that will make a lovely pair of socks. If you want, you can do whatever you want with it. But congrats, and again, yeah, thanks for everyone. Thanks to everyone who entered. We have a new thing that I started, and this kind of came about. This was actually Katie's idea, and Katie is my sister. She's the other half of Pip and Pin. A text just asking if this would be a good idea and something that I would want to, or that we would want to do. So I started a thread in our Ravelry group, and it is called the Social Distancing Knitting Club. Basically, it's just a place to hang out. We're going to have different kind of events. We're going to have different events and maybe some giveaways and things like that kind of going on. There's discussion prompts, so kind of topics that we can all talk about. And we can share our projects and get advice, and just kind of a place to hang out and have a little bit of our community back. I know I'm definitely missing my knit nights and my yarn stores. So I think it would be nice to have a little bit of that kind of in the online community. I know that there are lots of places that are doing that, but I just wanted to open up a space in Pip and Pin as well. Our first kind of fun event, I don't know, the main thing that we're doing for this, this is going to run all April, is our Mema pattern. It's the little kind of open front lightweight cardigan, our spring cardigan. That's going to be free for all of April. So there's no code needed, no nothing. You just go to Ravelry, type in Mema, M-A-E-M-A, and download it. So that is our gift to you for the social distancing knitting club. There's a topic up there right now. I think just talking about what you're knitting, what's kind of keeping you relaxed or engaged or whatever you need. So yeah, you can just go on there and talk about your projects, introduce yourself. Just go check it out. Go see what's up there. I'll put a link to everything down in the description box below. Also put a link down to the Mema pattern as well as the group. Yeah. And then there's a knit along that we're not starting yet, but I did want to talk about it in case you wanted to start planning something. I'm going to be pairing up with Sam of the Hand Me My Knitting podcast, and we're going to be having a City Limits knit along. So City Limits is the new pattern by Tanis Lavallee of Tanis Fiber Arts, and it's this beautiful kind of faded sweatshirty, my favorite type of pullover kind of thing. And it's using fingering weight yarn held double, so you can kind of marl things. I have a couple of yarn options that I'm going to get your opinion on, but I'm not going to share those until later in the episode. But if that's something that we don't really have too many of the details yet. I think we're going to be starting it next week, so just before Easter long weekend. And yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, you can start looking for some colors. Again, that's City Limits by Tanis Lavallee. I'll make sure to put a link to that down below as well. All right, so I guess it's time to talk about some actual knitting now that all that's kind of out of the way. And we'll start with what I'm wearing. I'll get my hair out of the way. This is my Once in Floral sweater. I've definitely worn it on the podcast before, and it's probably one of my favorite knits that I've ever made. I definitely need more fingering weight sweaters in my life. It's kind of the perfect weight for me. I overheat very often, and this is just very light and lovely. This is a pattern by Max and Sear. It was Max the Knitter. I did a couple of alterations to it. I think I used bigger needles, so my gauge is quite a bit looser. And I did a I-cord bind off here instead of the, he had a 1x1 rib that you kind of fold over, and I just really like how open the neck was to begin with, so I kind of kept that. The yarn I used is Knit Picks Stroll Tweed for the black and the cream, and then Knit Picks Capretta for the roses. And all this information is on my Ravelry project page, which you can find in the description box below. But yes, definitely, I made this a little bit oversized, comfy. I did some crazy alterations to it. I'm not going to go into too many details. I tried to do alterations, and then I ended up actually just doing surgery to make it how the pattern is. So just follow the pattern. I made it a little bit oversized, so it's just this comfy, lovely thing. But like, my favorite thing is I can put it on. It's super comfortable, but it also makes me feel like $1,000,000. So that is the perfect sweater in my opinion. And it can be like super casual or not. which is also kind of important. I do have a finished object, but I can't show it to you. I am working on, basically my whole life right now has been mini skeins. I've been working on the Indie Mini Sock Swap, which is a event that I host about twice a year. And I bind mini skeins and make things and send them to people. It's kind of the gist of it. It also comes with a knitting pattern, a mystery knitting pattern. And so I've been working on that for the past week, as I finally got the correct needles for it. And you can kind of see a little bit of one of the versions over there. I'm not going to show it, but in my lovely Lone Larch bag. I finished one sample, and it was actually for Georgia, but it ended up being way too small. So now I just need to find a baby that it will fit. But it's good. I'm glad I started with hers because, because now I'm making an adult-sized thing, and I'm glad that I got all the kinks out, and now I know actually what my gauge is, because it was just one of those projects where I just kind of cast on stitches and hoped for the best, which didn't really work out exactly. But if you know anyone with a baby girl or baby girl to be, let me know. I have something for you. Then that was the only finished object. I have a whip as well that I can't show you. The Brooklyn tweed sweater that I was working on, haven't touched it in a week because I got really excited about this other thing that I'm working on. But I do actually have some knitting to show you. I just cast these on yesterday, and it's something that I've had my eye on for quite some time now. This is the High Desert Socks by Lindsay Fowler. And this is a sock pattern. It's DK weight, but you do it fingering held double. And so it makes nice, thick boot socks. I think these ones are gonna be a little bit big for me. I already went down a needle size in the pattern. Either she's a really tight knitter, or like if I was to make these again, I would probably even go down another size. Like I'm using a US 2. I might do a 1.5 to, yeah. They're not bad. Like they're gonna be comfy. They're not like supposed to be. These ones are gonna be like slipper socks, and I'm totally okay with that. It has some neat marling at the top, and then some stripes, and then I think you do some marling at the heel and toe as well. The yarns that I'm using, this is 6 and 7 fiber. This is for Clover Base, and this was actually from a it was from, what is it called? A advent calendar that she did 2 years ago that I got. It had a full skein at the end, and so this was the full skein. And then I'm using some of this, which is some leftovers of some mid-knit cravings that I had, and this, which is some yarn that I overdyed. It was, I can't even really remember what it was. I think there was I see some oranges and some purples kind of underneath the black. But it was one of those yarns I knit something with, and then I knew that I would never kind of use it again. So instead of it just sitting in my stash or going away, I just stuck it in a jar with a bunch of black dye and let it sit on my windowsill for forever. And so now I have this lovely like black yarn that has this undertone of, you can see a little bit of the orange there because it didn't dye it completely. So it's this like purple, orangey toned black, which is kind of awesome. I'm really enjoying this pattern. The one thing, I have it. I had it. I printed it off so that I could show you. I tried printing it in color, and I just couldn't. I changed my ink and then one of the things was broken. So this is actually what it is. You can't really see the stripes or any of the details at all. But super cute. And it has all ages, which is really nice as well. The one thing that I was not like mad at, but wasn't super impressed with, was how the sizing was written, because it goes by, like, it goes from child to adult large, but then it kind of goes by shoe size, which I found to be quite strange for a sock, because shoe sizes go by length the majority of the time. So like I'm making an adult small, which is 7 to 9.5 women's or 6 to 8.5 men's. But the length of your foot doesn't dictate how wide it is. So there was a little note on here about the Craft Yarn Council sizing guide. So I actually went to that website to check their measurements of what a 7 to 9.5 women's circumference was, because I feel like the circumference of the sock is, as a knitter, that's the information that you actually want, because that's what can vary. Like length, you can change as you knit it. Like you can make it longer or shorter than the pattern says very easily, but to actually get the circumference is what you need. Like that's the first piece of information that you need, and that was missing from the pattern. So I thought that was a little bit odd. But I did go and check out Craft Yarn Council. Apparently I should have been making the 7 to 9.5, but I think I could have gotten away with the extra small, which is the 4 to 6.5. Again, I'm not like, it was just one of those annoyances that I think was a little bit of an oversight, but something that you could easily work around. You could also take the amount of cast on stitches and divide it by the gauge, the stitch gauge, and then also get the circumference that way. Other than that, it's a well-written pattern, and it's very cute. I really like the graphics. You won't be able to see any of the actual pattern stuff, but little cactus, little other thing. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on. I really liked working on them last night. I think it's just going to be a quick, mindless, fun little, exactly what I need. This is the kind of knitting like that was the question that I asked in the social distancing knitting club, was what kind of knitting, kind of do you need right now? Do you need something mindless that you can like zone out and watch TV, or do you want something that is complicated that you have to pay attention to? So then that's the only thing you're paying attention to, because I can see that too. I need something I can watch TV and knit on in my life. And this is it. This is a perfect project. And it's going to go by so fast. Like this is maybe a couple hours, and I switched the colors like 3 times. I'm not super, I don't know, now that I wasn't super happy with them last night, but now that I see them in like the actual light and not just my dungeon house light, I am liking it a lot more. So I'll probably put some more work into those today. And that's it. That's really all the knitting that I can show you, because all the other knitting I did was on the things that I can't show you. So I'm just going to take a sip of I made myself a pink lemonade. Okay, so I did get some stuff in the mail though. The chugging needles. I finally got them. I am so excited. This has been it's been a time getting these, man. I should have known better, and I should have just ordered them from a LYS to begin with. But I got them I tried to get them on Walmart first. They canceled my order without telling me. And then I tried to get them on Amazon. And I got the mini, because I also got the mini twist set with the super, super small needle sizes. So I got those ones, but they canceled these ones because they were out of stock. And so I ordered them again because they were like, oh, they're going to be in stock again in 2 days. Again, they didn't tell me. They didn't send me an email. All I got was an email from Amazon saying my thing was canceled. And so I ordered them again. And then a month goes by. I don't get them. I finally send them an email. I'm like, what's going on? Like, it's been a month. And then without even saying anything, they just cancel it again. I was so mad. I was so mad. Like, I understand if you're out of stock and you have to cancel it. Like, that's fine. I get it. Things happen. But, like, send an email. Don't just, like, cancel it. Don't just refund it and then not say anything. Like, just say, oh, hey, like, we accidentally put these on our website when we didn't have them or whatever. That's fine. Like, I just want some communication that, like, something's wrong. So I did go to, I did find them at a local yarn store. I mean, of course, everything's closed right now. So I found them online. I ended up getting them from Crafty Fiber, which is in Delta, I believe. They shipped within 3 days. Like, they got here in 3 days. And I got this cute little drawstring bag. Just one more row and then Crafty Fiber. So, serves me right for shopping on Amazon when I should have just been shopping from local people. To be fair, if I was trying to order these now, like, I started this whole process to get these about 2 months ago. So if I was just thinking about it now, I instantly would have gone to a local yarn store to support our local yarn stores. But that I should have just done it anyways. Sometimes I am not great at that, and I need to remember that it's actually more important to just support our people instead of Amazon. Anyways, rant over. Another thing, I'm very excited about them. I love them. And I'm happy that they're here. Another thing that I got was from my order from Autumn and Indigo came. And I've gotten yarn from Autumn and Indigo before because she does these amazing, like, mix sets. And what they are is basically just, like, runs of yarn, packages of yarns that might be colored slightly off or something semi-wrong with the scheme, but not really wrong. Like, nothing's wrong with them, but, they're not just not quite right, is what I'm trying to say. So she has them for an amazing deal. So I kind of caught her update right. I wasn't planning on buying any yarn, and then I just saw the Instagram post, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go check these out. And they're, even with the horrendous Canadian exchange rate right now and the $20 shipping, that I don't know how Canada Post knows that it's a package from her. Like, I get so many packages through Canadian Customs. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Package comes from Autumn and Indigo, automatic $20 customs. So I, like, build that into my price along with the exchange, along with the shipping, and it is still a good deal. So if that's saying anything about these mixed bags, like, that's pretty awesome. So I got 2 of them. One of them was all fingering weight, and one of them was a bit of a mix. So I'll kind of just show you. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I think, the heaviest weight ones, and we'll go down from there. So this is her Classic DK in the colorway Overcast, which is just this lovely kind of beigey white. I have no plans for this one, but it's never a bad idea to have a beautiful creamy white in your stash. There was a couple of sport ones, which was nice, because I do like a good sport weight. These are both one-of-a-kind colorways, and they're turned out pretty well, I think. This one is kind of like a mustard, olive, baby puke, green, yellow, which I really like. And then this one is like a pale seafoamy blue green, also very lovely. There is a couple of different fingering weight ones. I'm just going to show you all of them at once. Some of these are sock and some are just all superwash merino. This is another one of a kind, which is this kind of yellow tobacco-y color. With, I think that's a little spot of red. That might be the whole reason why this was in the mix bag, but I kind of like it. And then there's this kind of nice light gray. Another nice creamy white. This one I really love, this kind of mauvey pink purple guy. And then this medium teal. That one's not really showing up. It's a little more green than that, but I really like this one as well. So my plan for stuff, my original plan is, because we were talking about the city limits knit along, and I have a lot of pink sock yarn. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait for this order to come in and I'll make a fade of pink. Like, easy peasy. None of my pinks go together. None of my pinks. I have like 10 skeins of pink-ish or peach or like somewhere in that vein sock yarn or fingering weight yarn. No. I could make a fade from like purple to white with a little bit of pink, or like yellow to it just wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. So I came up with a couple other options for the city limits sweater, which I'm okay with. I wasn't like, dead set on having a pink sweater. I just thought that's what was going to happen because I have so much pink yarn in my stash. Nope, that's just not what happened. All right, we'll do something else. So I was playing around with these last night. I had all my yarn out in the sunlight in this corner here. And so I was playing around with them, and I think I got a couple options, which I'm going to show you, and you can tell me which one you like better. And I'll start with this one. This one is not really in kind of my wheelhouse at all. I don't have, but I kind of like it. So it's this one here. So it goes from this creamy white to the yellow to the kind of greeny, and then this is some sweet fiber, and then this is some plucky knitter in a like super dark green. So kind of a white to yellow to green, which I think would be kind of cool. Like the white would be at the top and then the dark would be at the bottom. So that's option one. Keep that in mind. I'm going to ask, I need your comments below, please. The next one, and both of them have one skein of sport weight. Like this is sport weight, but it seems quite light. And I'm pretty sure that I can get away with fudging it as a fingering weight. I think that it'll be fine. The second option I have here is this kind of teal. So the blue to green kind of. Again, the white at the top, and then go the light blue to the teal. This one is Marshland by Sweet Fiber, and then again it has the super dark green plucky knitter, almost black at the bottom. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one. That's the thing. I don't really have sweaters in either of these kind of color. I mean, I have lots of sweaters in kind of. I don't actually. I have a sweater in this color that I wear all the time. So I mean, I know it's something that I would wear. I just what do you think? This is option one. Yellow, greeny. Option two. Teal, blue. let me know. Please let me know. They've just been sitting here. I mean, I have lots of time to decide. I might even swatch them both and see which one I like better. I'm super surprised that there wasn't a pink option. there was kind of a purple option, but I already have two purple sweaters? Yeah, I have two purple sweaters already. I don't need another one. I'd rather go outside of that. So please tell me what one you think is best. I might not go with what you decide. I don't care about the majority, but please just tell me anyways. Yeah. So that is that. That's that for knitting stuff. That's that for knit along stuff. And I really hope that you will come check out the social distancing knitting club on Ravelry. There's already been tons of discussion on there. And I think it will be a cool place to hang out if you want. I don't know exactly what is going to be happening with it. I don't know how often things are going to be happening or what sort of other events. If you have any ideas or thoughts, like, let me know. Let me know what you would like to see in that space, and maybe we can accommodate it. I just want it to be somewhere everyone can kind of get together. And also, don't forget about the birthday sale. Using the code STAYKBDAY for 32% off everything in our Ravelry store until April 5th. That's it for knitting stuff. A couple life things going on. We've been at home a lot. A lot. My birthday tonight, and watching movies, baking cake. This week we made a blanket fort in Georgia's room, and she slept in it for like 6 days straight. It was pretty stinking cute. She has this like little fold-up couch. We made it, like, it was big. It was pretty much took up more than half her room. It was quite big, and then she had this little couch that she would always sleep on. Like, it kind of folds out into a bed. And so she would always sleep on it when she was camping. And so she kind of set it up, and we even brought her a sleeping bag. And so she slept in her fort. It was super cute for quite a few days. I have been, my whole like organizing my life, that went away with the sunny weather. That's what usually happens to me. As soon as it gets sunny, I'm motivated to do things. It's been terrible weather this last week, so I'm just like, nope, I'm not doing anything. I don't want to. And so I didn't. Today was actually super weird. Like, springtime in BC is strange at the best of times. Like, you will get all the weathers in a day. That's not uncommon. Today was exceptional because it hailed a lot, and it actually looked like it snowed. There was that much hail on the ground. It was kind of weird. And other than not cleaning, I've been winding mini skeins. This is kind of the week where everything, all of the packages for the mini skein swap start coming in. And so I've just been winding mini skeins. I had taught Georgia how to tag them, and so she's been helping me tag them, which is super cute. And they're just, it's going. It's just starting to, yeah, everything's coming together. Really, life has not been very exciting. Luckily, Justin is still working for now. He works in construction, so we don't really know how much longer that's gonna last, but we'll figure it out when that happens. I hope you're all doing good. I wish I had more to talk about, but I just really don't. So, this is Georgia May, and
You probably already know me from one of the other episodes or so.
Mm-hmm. And she wants to show you what she was working on today. So you want to tell everyone what you made today?
I made a red ninja headband.
Mm.
And you can also dip them, and I can make them. Because there's a special technique. All you need is some really thick ribbon and to do a knot, but it's a very special type of knot. So you put both of them together like this, and then you loop, and then you put them through, and then you pull them both. I didn't actually do it.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, let me see. She was demonstrating with some of my yarn. Here, do you want to show it with this yarn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Can you do it?
Sure. So like this, you hold it like that and make a loop, and then you pull it through. Okay.
And then it just goes like that.
Yeah. And then you have a knot in the back, right?
Yeah.
Oh. And then you become a ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super sneaky ninja.
And you can do a radial knot if it's too small.
Cool.
And this is what it should look like at the end.
Here, hold it up, up, up.
This is what it should look like at when you're done. Mine has a snowflakes in it.
So maybe you could be, if it was Christmas time, you could be a Christmas ninja.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's hard to inside it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was actually a mint Christmas place. See?
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing your craft today, Georgia. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye!
Bye. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Ba, 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 ba.